Alright, back to it. Also, I just wanted to make sure I saved before I went back because of what happened last time with it freezing. So that was the only time it's ever happened.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death, and Date and Aiba.
Who is that figure?
Probably So himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his somnium that way.
Or he could have seen it happen.
Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
We can't do that. Right. Look, I'm just gonna investigate everything, so you just hold tight there, so. What is it? Oh, damn it, Date. A chair. Aha, but it's not folding.
I want to beat someone to have that thing.
I see. Apparently you need your dosage increased.
Dosage?
But what are you talking about? If it is that joke thing that Nico said, I'll kind of be both impressed and pissed. How does syncing work?
I saw it on the monitor. Aiba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Aiba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date.
Well, she's still dead, unfortunately.
But that was just a dream. It's not real. Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry. No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
Right.
Now, Aiba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
It was, but it's not. Because he hasn't been involved in a long time.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium,
Right.
but they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, after all.
That's true.
Even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the syncer experiences the dream from the perspective of an observer.
Right.
That is why the person creating the dream can appear within it.
Right, because it's like we're watching it like it's on TV or something.
But perhaps they do not have an objective view of themselves. Like
do
a
you mean?
mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful.
Peter, that's not like develop respect for him.
To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God sees you
Well, I mean, I guess I get
is an
that,
ability many charismatic people share.
but I don't think that's relevant here.
During a sync, the syncer's consciousness, or ego, is brought into the subject's somnium.
Right.
They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it.
Aha, yeah.
At this time, the syncer's memories are left in their original body.
Right.
Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain.
Also, the ego is what gets made in French toast.
The syncer's memories are the whites, which remain in the shell.
Don't Lego my ego. Oh wait, that's
The syncer, or
That's egos.
rather the syncer as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium. But to be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk.
That's true. Even though some chefs do try to separate the yolk from the whites.
This is just like that.
I know, I've seen them, but...
Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements.
Hope and despair? Oh wait, no. That's something else.
Memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic.
Okay.
It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a hard disk.
Right.
The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct.
Got it.
This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
With this whole game just being one long sink in Dante's brain. Oh no, I honestly just made that up. No one actually say anything on it, please. I'm just talking out my ass. I don't know shit. Nor do I want to know shit. So just, yeah. Keep quiet.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself.
Okay.
So, even if this figure is ambiguous,
Could be so.
indeed.
But it could not be.
In short, it is your ego algorithm. What you call your mind.
Right.
Recognition, cognition, consciousness. All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm.
Okay.
However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Right.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain.
Right.
And we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it.
Okay.
It's far too complicated. But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven.
Well, I certainly
The
hope not.
Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the sinker's consciousness.
Right.
That is what makes syncing possible.
Okay. Guess ask if we can get an arrest.
Are you kidding me? You know
Probably
that what
not.
we find in SOMNIUM can't be submitted as evidence in court. Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was so.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
Good for you. I really don't give a shit if you can hear everything we're saying.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible. I saw Iris in your dream. You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m.
Right.
Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
What were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
Reading a book at home. You can ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that for you.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
Paid family.
I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
Can you just do the thermal thing and check how his body reacts when he says he didn't kill her? That way you'll know.
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
What the fuck, boss? Come on.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
No. He still must have.
There's no way he would have gone in there for no reason than just
He was
left.
in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse?
Why would he go in the warehouse where there is nothing else in there? If not to look at the corpse, or put it there even.
Date, the investigation team is calling.
Oh hey, it's Kagami.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue.
No, it's not.
There's something we want to check. Is now a good time?
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. The one at Ariake? Warehouse District?
Yes, that's right.
Well, it's gone.
Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
Wait, what?
What's
oh,
not there?
I was just joking when I said the body was gone. I didn't actually think it was gone.
Searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
So wait. You're saying that helping Iris escape in the Somnium actually let her get away and prevented her death? Is that what you're saying? I mean, I know that the Somniums determine the branch.
What do you mean there's no body?
But I don't understand how it would like actually impact it that much. Though it would be awesome if she was still alive, but I don't know how that could happen. And if it's not that, then where is the body? If it's not that the dream made her come back to life, then I have no idea where the body is.
Yeah, we looked everywhere, but nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
There is?
That Iris was saved and got away. Are you actually gonna like drive to the hospital to Iris's house or something? Because if that's what it is and that works. What the shit?
Date?
Iris!
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell?
Mizuki, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
I saw you dead.
The world changed.
Well, shit. So it really does work like that. Okay then. I guess this is how I find a situation where she didn't die.
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Well, something happened.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
I mean, I suppose the only other question is that the body just looked like her. Say, look, I'm just gonna take a few minutes. Wait, filled with whips?
I thought I told you to stop with the wolf whistles.
And I told you not to flatter yourself. You know, the kanji for chair comes out to strange mushroom.
Really?
Makes me think of a man's strange mushroom, if you know what I mean.
God damn it, boss. Kind of deformed one. What the hell kind of deformed one looks like a mushroom? How weird are the ones you've seen that they look like that?
Seriously, is that the only thing you can think about right now?
Hey, Date, who's cuter? The Matryoshka or Aiba?
The first one.
I will carve out your insides and turn you into a matryoshka.
Oh, well, I'll be at this for a while.
If only money rained down from the sky.
Yeah, I know, Mario.
If only I could control you with a remote. Make you do this, make you do that.
Alright.
I've been wondering, which balls are bigger? Yours or this soccer ball?
The soccer ball, obviously.
Oh, wait.
I can't believe it's not a raccoon.
What?
No, it's a tanuki. We already had this talk.
There's something about a man who likes his coffee black. Black coffee puts hair on your chest.
Does it now?
And somewhere lower.
I understand. You are referring to Date's leg hair.
Yes, let's go with that, Aiba. That's exactly what she's referring to.
It is quite prominent.
Where should I put old Jack here?
I thought his name was Bill.
I thought his name was... Right.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my god. Boss.
That song used to be copyrighted, you know?
I do know that. I'm actually old enough to remember
But
that.
now it's public domain and I can sing it to my heart's content.
Aha, suck it, lawyers.
Don't you love it? So the darts board has all these holes, and the tip of the dart goes in, right?
Boss.
It's kind of sexual, don't you think?
Boss.
I do not understand. What is sexual about it?
But you'll
You don't
understand.
want to know.
Yeah. You'll understand later. Okay, I was like,
Under no circumstances are you allowed to look under this rug. Do you understand?
What have you got under there?
well, now I'm curious.
Did you ever used to play with these rulers like a gun when you were in elementary school?
Wait, people
I
did
don't
that?
know. I don't have any memories from back then, remember?
We should go skiing.
That was out of nowhere.
Is that a no?
Of course it is. We're in the middle of an investigation.
What? You don't want to go night skiing on my bunny hills?
Oh my god, boss, you're more thirsty than Dante is.
I will not allow such scandalous behavior.
I was just kidding. What are you, jealous? Merry Christmas.
It's November.
I sleep with a different one every night.
Wow. I see what you're doing.
They're
there.
so fluffy.
So you have body pillows.
Oh, body pillow.
But you have multiple?
Consider it a good luck charm, so you don't drown when you sink.
Oh. Okay, that was good. That was I applaud that. If people hated puns, this would be the ultimate punishment.
Grandpa. Answer me, Grandpa.
Boss mania. Guess that means I've got all the things in her room, maybe?
Congressman Sejima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We
Right.
still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sejima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be
Right.
something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories, yet the
Right.
good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium.
Right.
It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
I mean, it's true. Not having belief is what you believe in.
Date and Iba saved Iris in Somnium, and
Right.
that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now.
Yeah, different days.
A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
This can be true.
No, it doesn't.
Well, it depends person to person.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss. I sent him home yesterday.
Okay.
You released him?
All they had to, legal procedures couldn't hold him anymore without a warrant, blah blah blah.
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof.
Yeah.
What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
Oh, right, I have to talk to Iba.
I have done some research. As the name suggests, the company is owned by the Okiuras, the same
Right.
Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Right, but he's not involved.
Another connection to Renju.
No, actually. Currently, the company has been managed by office representatives for the past. Renju holds no. In short, Renju did
Right.
not.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It's all stuff we've
It
done
certainly
before.
is suspicious. Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was
Right.
prompted by a Nile message from Renju.
Right.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2.
Right.
Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message.
Right.
In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju? Where did you go?
I'm amazed he's still alive. That's the shocking part to me.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous.
But, what if he's an Esper? What if he's a shifter? Oh, no.
Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality?
Man, wouldn't that be awesome?
If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
That would not be awesome.
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
I guess that makes sense.
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct?
Right.
It is possible she may have something for you by now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well.
That's true.
She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
I mean, maybe. Can't hurt.
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS.
Okay.
She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Yeah, let's summary this.
there were 4 people I should talk to. Sosajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
All right. Now I'm thinking in order. Marble, then Stockholm residence. I'm not sure the order to investigate these things in, if I'm being perfectly honest.
You need more info on Ren?
I mean, it won't let me just miss out on something crucial.
I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I see.
Oh, thank you.
You're so cold, Mama.
Hey, I'm over here.
Hey, Mama. What's with the pizza, fish, and chips?
Pizza, fish, and chips.
People used to call me that on the internet all the time. Guess it's stuck.
Pizza, fish, and chips. Ah, I see. Piece of fucking shit.
Wow, Iba. Wow.
This, however, appears to be a simple Italian pizza with fish and french fries.
That sounds like a lot. You gotta have a pizza and fish and like breaded fish and french fries. Taxi drive-thru. Okay, the flyer spelling has to be intentional. I'm not buying that it's not.
Hey, Date. You know what I say when I turn into a drunk devil?
Oh god, what?
Dev Ale.
Son of a...
Care to watch some riveting videos with balls and holes?
Excuse me?
Sorry, I don't.
Sorry, I don't golf. Should have known that's where the joke was going. Huh.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
I would don't.
Absolutely.
Just don't ask.
I find it calming.
It's just everybody hitting on Date again. That's all. For some reason that happens.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
See, everyone just wants a piece of Date one way or another. I guess.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
I know there was a talent scandal.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body? You're a policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
What about you?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies.
I can imagine it'd be rough to see that, like, you know, like actually like being there as opposed to like watching it like through a screen. You know, like to see it actually like in front of you.
When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation. You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water and they pass. Just like that.
Oh, that's really nice.
Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age. So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits.
That is pretty shitty.
I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So Why am I telling you all this? Are you going to arrest me?
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date, I
don't have anything else for you. Sorry, I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about
Oh,
it.
that's fine.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright. I guess Iris's mom is the next one. That's one
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes,
And who's on the right?
the man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but I met him about 6 years ago. Have you been to the Kume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard a voice. Well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground.
So it was Prisoner 89.
He was bleeding badly from his stomach. I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes, then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Okay.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
But he was a hitman. You're not gonna do the finding table joke.
Date, a riddle. A man-eating alligator lives in a river. There are no bridges or boats. How do you cross?
Well, let's see. You jump across?
Wrong. The solution is simple. You just swim across.
But what about the man-eating alligator?
He's at a convention out of town.
Oh, god damn it.
He isn't in the river.
Oh. Wait, what? And the lamp. Let's go say don't make this shit joke. Clock. Wait, that's the front door? I thought that was the front door. Boy, was I out of it. How to handle a monster parent.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche, I know, but we drove around at night, looking at all the lights. We parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think we ever said I love you, but we both knew. We were getting closer and closer.
Right.
Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the three of us together. We would go to the beach, to the river, the zoo, the amusement park. Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate.
Right.
It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. I've put Iris through so much. I was 19 and single when she was born.
Right, that sounds incredibly tough.
People didn't take kindly to that, but Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me. They died when I was 17.
Oof.
I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
Is being by yourself really a good idea, though?
Take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes.
The thing is, I'm not sure how long to keep going on about the picture.
But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house.
Rohan.
Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him.
And got shot in the shoulder.
The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful. So he became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks.
I know I'm bouncing back and
just
forth.
Me and her.
Trying to make sure I get what I can.
Oh, that reminds me. When Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such.
I know what that's a reference to.
She loved singing and dancing. Even as a kid, whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too, toward the end. When all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. That's not true. I lied about it at the time. Because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
I see. Okay, so that's all there is for that.
Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance? She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time.
Oh.
6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running. And she was sobbing.
That's what I figured.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
I swore to myself then that I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life.
I'm actually going to stop it here, even though I have one question left. Yeah, just because I have something to take care of actually, and plus my timer's going off, so so that's something I should take care of. Jobs question mark. So sexual connotation, but I wouldn't know anything about that. Alright, so I'm gonna call it a night here. So, till next time.